Indeed, hello. I was just quickly grabbing some tea. Sorry about that. How are you guys doing? Simon, Alan? Hello. 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 Huh. Nice. My new headphone earpads showed up today, so I'm enjoying plushy new headphone cushions. Yeah. Yeah. A72s. They're not like super fancy or anything. But yeah. Uh. Ballet continues to. The Karasumi clan quest? Depends on who you would call a villain. The first major battle was against the Mortal Courts and the Spirit. So it was against what was then called the Spirit Kingdom and the Spirit King. So I guess you could say that if you wished. There we go. Perhaps, but that's just not my what do you call it? That's just not my speed. Sure thing. Mm. Wait. There we go. Need to get my dice. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Oh? That sucks. Not too much. Made myself some tea. And I got new ear pads for my headphones. The old ones were starting to fall apart. Ordered some on AliExpress for cheap. And they actually feel pretty good. But yeah. That's why I'm a fan of these K72s. They're like actually somewhat repairable. Unfortunately, the price has gone all the way up. Damn. These things used to be like 30? But these things used to be like 30 US. Now they're significantly more expensive. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Um. Um. Mm. 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 Uh. 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 Mm. 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 The meeting room is the meeting room is mm, 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 uh, Uh, Peaceful. Perhaps for the first time, quite. So, are you hosting a true meeting? Not simply an assembly of the elders. That is not to say that they let's see. That the elders in attendance. They sit at one side of the meeting room. They're younger, young descendants. Taking the opportunity to spend time with some youngest. Uh, oh, oh. Scattered around the table are the more familiar. There's lineage heads and other prominent members. Uh, uh, mm, um, uh, mm. Among them are even members of the Tsubasa clan. Call, Takami having called them in light of this work. The chatter. Uh, they talk among themselves, taking this opportunity to get away from. Yeah. mean, it's easy enough once you get used to it, but yeah. Get away from the general fury. No worries, man. I know for a fact that I've been fighting, so I've been dealing with. I still need to deal with my damn NKG. What's it? Yeah, NKG fight is the farthest I've gotten. Say I haven't been able to play this. I wasn't able to play this weekend, like this past weekend, on account of the family emergency. I'm going to be playing again on Saturday. So who knows? The last time I took a break and came back to Hollow Knight, I had a giant jump in progress. So perhaps this weekend is when I will officially beat Pantheon 5. Things I get general chatter, drudgery of dealing with this endless storm. And the loss, the repairs from the comes settle down in your seat at the head. I am currently writing an update for the Tabletop RPG, ish thing I run. So Mercenary Clan Quest is a sort of RPG set in a world that's inspired by the Naruto Warring Clans era. Basically, you are the leader of a clan of wizards in a sort of semi-medieval fantasy world where you are trying to do best, have the best outcome for your people, and things that have happened over the last 200 weeks or so. Not actually, it's been less than that, but it's been going for a long time. I believe the first thread mark was, on the 14th of August 2024. So, oh hey, it's almost the 2-year anniversary. I should do a thing about that tomorrow. But yeah, no, I mean, people basically, every week people will vote on what they want the what they want the player character to do. So they'll vote on stuff here, a little bit, so a bit fewer votes as of late, which is unfortunate. But people vote on what they want the main character to do, and I will just do the updates. It's been going for a while, and yeah, it's been fun. I've been keeping up with it. And if you're interested, you can type in !quest to get a link. And signing up for an account in Spacebattles is free. So you can drop by if you wish. As you can see, currently voter turnout's a little low, but that just means that you have the opportunity to guide things the way you wish. That you wish to. This is on Spacebattles. So if you type !quest into chat, you'll get a link. Spacebattles is one of the old like old classic PHPB for PHPBB forums where it's like a forum. You people can post whatever they want in the various threads. Start new threads. This is fairly commonplace for things like fan works and quests and all that stuff. And yeah. Settle down in your seat at the head of the table. Slowly. Everyone turns to face you. I'm glad you see it's think it's interesting. Of course, I have added a little link here. This is a summary that goes up to turn 169 if you want to catch up quickly. Of course, you can't just read the whole thing. That is also an option. And yeah. Slowly everyone turns to face you. With a slight nod, you begin. So you look about and begin. As you might be aware, one of the foreign pages has offered to defend our right. You begin. Is yet and has found in our work. From what we have and so he wishes to stand among us and learn our arts. There is an uneasy air in the room as as people they consider the proposition. Yeah, it always is. Consider for hmm. Or this would not even consideration. You admit easily. Yet these are not. Uh, come on. Ow. Oh, so sock puppeting is against the rules on Spacebattles. That means creating multiple accounts, especially for ban evasion. So some people will have people have basically have an account that they are more risky with, and then they will make another account that's safer, and that is considered, not really acceptable. So yeah, and attempting to avoid a ban by creating a new account is obviously against rules and all that stuff. So yeah, don't worry, the mods are usually pretty quick about approving new members of the site. Yeah, these are not normal. What did I name the dude? What did I name the guy? Oh, no worries. I'm more than happy to answer any question. And obviously I'm more than happy to see other people enjoy this like stuff that I do. So I did not name the dude. He needs to have a name. He needs to have either that or oh yeah. Oh yeah. As the young man is represents a unique approach. The magic of these foreign mages are entirely unlike ours. And while we do not, I do not doubt that they will become available. There are no microtransactions for any of the default, like any of the general functions of thieving. The closest thing to microtransactions is you can pay to remove ads, right? So you can do a subscription to just get rid of all the ads. It has like zero mechanical benefit to any of the games. You don't get like stories sooner or anything like that. You just don't see the occasional banner ad. That is the only payment. Well, I guess there's awards, but that's a separate thing. Or is that only on Spacebattles? So on Sufficient Velocity. Oh no, it's also on Spacebattles, yeah. But yeah, awards are basically like you can pay to give someone else benefits for premium for a little while. But yeah, there's nothing in the game that does anything. There we go. Oh gods. 1 second. My... Sorry, Hey. That is a thing that happened. Sorry about that. My, what do you call it? My, drawing tablet glitched out, and I use that as my chat screen. The magics of these foreign mages are entirely unlike them. In time. Our clan has always seen the benefit. The benefit of our clan has seen great by being proactive. Even since the time of the slow nods pass around the room. It's not the sure thing. Plan has always sought to bring in talent. Is perhaps not the most viable. I mean, that's always the case with like UGC platformers, right? Balance is a really hard thing to learn. You and Toye represents great deal of yeah. Let's see. I'm just getting. Get no talent. Brown. Draw. Perhaps if yes, perhaps mere knowledge would be enough. Could he be viable? Yet no talent. Perhaps mere knowledge be enough. Should he wish to simply join our numbers? And perhaps Hold on. The but he wishes to touch upon that. You have to hide the wits. That's the myth that goes around you. Let's see. Is he another say one of your warriors not um, it seems the mage yeah, it is. It's a pretty big community. Uh, there are a couple of sister sites where there's like other stuff that goes on. Um, I have a fan work that I run in what do you call it? Fan work that I run on Marching Across the Inner Sphere. So if you want to check that out, that's a story that I do. And I run Marching Across. This is also cross-posted to Sufficient Velocity, which is one of the two sister sites to Spacebattles. The other one being Questionable Questing, which is a more adult themed site, so I would suggest only signing up for that if you are indeed an adult. But yeah. There is a lot of really good fan works over here. Space Battles is particularly interesting because Summertime Madness does um does a trending section where they do like active threads for like quests and all of the other ones. I've actually been on here a few times back earlier in all of this. They do quests, they do the original stories, they do the like other fan works and stuff. So you can see this is what do you call it? These are all original works for like some cultivator stuff. There is beware. Let's say there is some chaos gacha stuff. There is max say fantasy stuff. There is some sci-fi stuff. Also, just some. These are all original stories that that the creators in question do. Um. Oh. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There are all sorts of different people here. So yeah. That reminds me that I need to read that, catch up on it, because it is interesting. I haven't seen it before. It seems a waste. There were far more act mages among them. Perhaps. Yeah, you definitely could. So, if I pop over here. So, let's do a quick summary of the way Space Battles works. You on the default forum.spacebattles.com, like the homepage, you see all the different major forums. So like creative writing is where all of the stories are. Quests is where like the RPGs are. Role playing is more like role playing focused. You're like in a specific thread. You focus on characters and stuff. There's like discussions. There's VS debates if you're interested in that. All sorts of different things. So let's take a story. You can just click here, post a thread in whichever section you want, right? You can do it in creative writing, original fiction. Worm is, yeah. So I run a custom dice-based system. There are other different systems that are fairly popular. You also don't need you don't need to include dice if you don't want to. That's one of the really nice things about a forum-based system is it in its simplicity, it gains a great deal of flexibility. You're not locked into the systems that Space Battles provides. You're fully free to do whatever you want. So yeah. But yeah, you can totally just create whatever, like, hey, you want to create a new story. You can create your own thread here, do your initial post here, like you can describe whatever your thread header is, yada yada, initial thread mark, add any tags or whatever, and create whatever you want. You just need to have an account. So I'm assuming you signed up, and you'll probably receive your confirmation email from the mods fairly soon. And yeah. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you on the threads, man. quite happy to hear that. Perhaps. What he brings to offer. Merely. No, say one of the lineage heads. Yet expediently. Yeah. Also, there's a lot of interaction here, right? So you see a lot of people. You see a lot of like responses to various things. So if I look at, I don't know. Let me see a decent one. Oh, I should probably read that eventually. The one that I'm making, the quest is Mercenary Clan Quest, and the story is Marching Across the Inner Sphere. You can use !quest for a link to Mercenary Clan Quest. Did I set up the link for the story? Yeah, !MOC if you want the link to Marching Across, oh no, that's for the march. No, that's not for the story. So yeah, currently I only have MCQ, so I only have quest or MCQ for this, and then there's a link to Marching Across the Inner Sphere there if you're interested. Did say interjected with a slight not in your direction. Others may have more to give us. Yet, should this opportunity pass us by, we find ourselves on the back. From bringing on others. Should you desire them? Should we find them? The perhaps if he had some great secrets to share. Frowned deeply. But I know, but it was one of my friends who captured Koya during the invasion. He was no one of any great import. Unless he shared some unless there is a reason to say there is some information that you that Lord has chosen not to share with. They look at you expectantly, but you can only the Tsubasa lean. One of the Tsubasa leans back. One of the Tsubasa leans back. But we lack. But he is the only one who has come forth of his own free will. that has he um hmm. Yet the secrets they offer are valuable. Even I even what little he knows is worth a great deal for the base fundamentals of their magic would be enough for clans such as ours to advance beyond in leaps and bounds. Could he perhaps be perhaps be swayed by some other one of the some other price? One of the let's see. Merch. One of the more prominent merchants. Perhaps into the you consider his own say the only desire he has stated thus far is to learn how to create the flying ships that we wielded against their against their invasion. Such things, they place us if it was perhaps some other facet of our art, I would say this may have been an easier decision. Yet this is working born of our very heritage. And I, as you are, am loath to even consider offering to an Okay, give me a second. I will be. That's actually something I'll need to roll for. Well, I did roll for this, but that was like behind the scenes rolls. This will be an open roll. Give me a second. Yep, next week is going to be the third raid event. Um, 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 yes, I forgot about that. Um, 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 Okay. The discussion goes around a few, bringing up the idea of contract. So, hmm. But eventually, the topic shifted. Who should we bring? And, in order to end the previous tension is shattered by your words, a new excited energy among the younger younger generation. You see those eager to volunteer and strike at the top. Those that have been Um, uh, mm, uh, uh, um, 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 mm, mm. There is definitely. There definitely. Um those that believe. Mm. I mean, everything you can spare. Make this a decisive blow against the forest. But there are others who see the risks at play here. Whether if well overcommitting might leave you vulnerable. Not only to the forest machinations, also to the growing dangers of being situated to the capital base. Um, 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 uh, mm, um, 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 Mm. There is a line to be walked between mm, um between ensuring that these rains end and avoiding mm, um, 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 uh, uh, um, uh, uh, mm, um, uh, mm, uh, mm. Yeah, that's annoying. Mm, uh, uh, mm, mm, uh, um, 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 uh, um, um, uh, mm, um, um, mm, um, 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 leaving the valley to undefended. The recommendation. Mm, Remember, so, your advisors generally Takami and Lanral to this point, along with flying. Takami's capabilities and ability to manipulate the wind would be incredibly long ride is frankly the most expendable member that participated in the initial against the mother, your parents, the mortal, a much more complete friend. Nope. Well, you would say you would need to mention that you are going. That would leave you to personally try to retain your power. And to be should any harm possibly befall the valley. Be it from the enemy or otherwise. I'm bringing with them much more complete report. The discussions, the information they share. Yep, that is also an option. I mean, it is ultimately to you. Um, uh, um, um, uh, uh, um, 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 uh, um, um, mm. Your parents if you don't encounter any challenges, it will be over in the first event. Like it would take a significant amount of time in game. I'd say 2 weeks to, well, to the landing zone it'll be like a week. From the landing zone to the predicted site of the storm, of the storm ritual, expected to take another 2 weeks. Overall, if if you hadn't been involved and let's say you just sent people out to do this on your behalf, it would take, oh no, I'm going to be suspending the normal turn time for this, and I'm going to be running it like on like closer to how I did the earlier votes, where it wasn't like directly time related, it was more event related. So yeah. Mm, um, 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 mm, um, yes. I mean, even if you don't go, I would do like I would have you checking in with Takami. I would have like some level of play with engaging Takami's engaging like Takami's mm, like that group, right? There would be some level of management there. Just as like a, like, you have to remember, this is mercenary clan quest. The fact that you have mainly been controlling Tsukachi is an artifact of how the quest has gone up to now. There's no reason why why we can't actually control Takami for a while. So, yeah, I think I will just straight up have it so that you control Takami for the time being. Um, 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 Um. Mm, um, mm, uh, 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 mm, uh, um, 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 mhm, mhm. Rather more concerning than you had initially. Mm, mm, consent along. Um, while the ongoing mm, have been taking most of um, your mother has taken this as mm, mm, yep, they will be. Um, uh, uh, um, uh,
Nice.
um, uh, mm, um, um, in touch. Her other contacts. It appears war makes one war. And Golden King been rather more mm, invested in the outcome of the raid than would normally. Then you would have. Mm, yeah, he seems rather. Mm, in the not outcome, in the timing. Mm, while she has does not. But while she was able to keep things on track, it is clear to her that the early diversions were deliberate to slow down the process of creating the joint task. So his resistance to the idea disappeared quite quite suddenly, but the situation in the hyssop pile grew to tie up good portion of the current. Even your mother believes that getting involved would be forward trouble that you do not need. There we go. And I'm just going to add Koye to this list. Koye, foreign mage, was an apprentice, one of the mages in the storm. But upon his master being killed, quickly fell in rank among the foreign. Has little to go back to and wishes defect in order to learn make flying ships. Okay then. Bye everyone.